Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Lifetime Christmas movies.
Hi, I'm Patrick Serrano, and I am a Lifetime movie expert.
I'm Dan, and I despise Lifetime Christmas movies, and this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast. Thinks I got it from
Deck the Hallmark, it's his podcast.
Brandon and friends host this podcast. We hope you like this jolly podcast.
I don't really know what happened. I tried,
You tried,
and then
you
it just,
were on a delay,
I think,
first of all, which
yes,
is
I
weird.
am on
It's
a delay.
new thing.
But I did sometimes you here I come, and then it
just didn't happen.
And then it didn't happen. And
We've
so
all been there.
Yeah. So
I said I was
apologize.
Bran last week, I believe. I don't know what week it is.
Guys, it's a
what
long
day is
season. It's a long season.
Intros are hard.
Ever
Intros
since
are
the
hard.
power went out, it's been one big day.
It is
I stand by it. Since September 27th, it's been one big day. I'd say what you will.
It's a long season.
Producer Aaron.
I was driving through a different part of my apartment complex because I had to park on the other side of the parking lot. There is still a car that has not been moved since the hurricane.
Oh my goodness.
Because there's still debris. And I drove by it and had a PTSD moment and was like, not again.
We were watching the Unwrapping Christmas movies because somebody had to. And in the Cindy Busby one, when the power comes back on, I had this very weird moment in my soul where I was both happy for them, but also just taken aback.
Yeah.
I was just like,
Don't need this. Don't need this reminder.
So it's just one big day. But whenever we watch those movies, that's it happened.
You guys, there's a movie that I just saw the other day, and it's about the power going out during a snowstorm, and they're in a camp, what's that called? A cabin. They're in a cabin.
Like a camp, yes.
Yes, and they go crazy because they're hypothermia happens when you sleep. So we can't sleep. We cannot sleep. And they just start losing their minds and the whole movie they're like, we're so cold, it's so cold.
He said
no sleep allowed. They start taking ADHD medicine to stay awake, and it is the most it's very boring, surprisingly, because they're just cold.
That boring?
I know.
What? This sounds like a Tubi movie. What was this?
Yeah, it's like a cheap horror movie.
It's called Snow Falling.
That can't be right.
Yeah,
Definitely
I think
called
Snow Falling. And Jonathan Bennett's in it for a hot second. Yeah, you guys have to review this for the show because
I need to know what it is.
Sounds
I think
very.
it's called Snow Falling.
Is it older? I'm assuming.
It's from last year.
Last year.
It came across my streaming platform somewhere, and I said, I'll give this a shot. Snow Falling. And then I was like, this is really strange.
Snow falls.
Oh,
so very close.
It's only an hour and some change.
It's rated R.
Short.
It's
short
got
movie.
After
terrible
a winter
user
storm
reviews.
strands 5 friends in a remote cabin with no power and little food, disorientation slowly claims their sanity as each of them succumbs to fear that the snow itself may be contaminated or somehow evil.
It's like The Happening, but snow.
An hour 19.
It's an hour 19 with credits. Oh, we've got to watch this.
It's a long hour. It's a long hour.
Man, I'm here for it.
How quickly does it get to the to the snow coming down? And
I love that Jonathan Bennett is F on the call sheet in
why
this movie.
is he there? He's clearly not one of the friends, right?
He's one of the friends, which was my biggest thing. He can't make it. He has to work, so he's on a little call.
Did he this?
Oh
had to be
gosh.
a favor or something.
There's
He
only
had to
Must
do
have been a
something.
friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's only 8 people in the movie.
I mean,
That's
there's
crazy.
Anna Grace Barlow.
Yeah.
One of the Barlow girls.
She is one of the Barlow girls.
Is she really one of the Barlow girls? Hold on, sorry.
Wait a minute.
No, she is one of the Barlow girls. Her sister Abigail wrote the soundtrack for Moana 2.
Oh,
What?
no. Yeah, the fact that Lin-Manuel Miranda.
One of the Barlow girls wrote the soundtrack to Moana 2.
You want to talk about a step
Abigail
down?
Barlow and Emily Bear wrote the soundtrack to Moana 2. I'm very excited.
Okay.
Oh, can't wait.
It's going
can't
to
wait.
be as good as the
Let's do
Lin-Manuel one.
a double feature. Let's do a double feature.
Snowfall
This and Moana 2.
It's a classic
There you
double
go.
feature. Patrick, this is a wild day because it's Saturday today.
Saturday?
And
Yeah.
we are somehow
We
doing
love it.
this. And you were on a little program called Who What When today, a radio program
It's my day.
For the Thanksgiving episode.
That's right.
At the same time. So the three of us are talking about Christmas at Plumhill Manor and talking about Thanksgiving for South Carolina Public Radio, Who What When, which you can get wherever you listen to podcasts. It's a double Patrick day.
It's a double Patrick
and we
day.
totally double Patrick drop. We did that on purpose.
Those are some of my favorite days when I get a double dose of Patrick.
Yes,
very excited about that.
Yeah,
me too. I look in the mirror and I'm like, 2 B's. What?
That's right. And it is. And I know I'm a little bit biased, but your episode of Who What When is maybe my favorite. It's you and it's Annie Downs. Right. Talking about Turkey the food or Turkey the country.
It's a great episode.
Is one of my favorite things we've ever done on the show. So
it is a lot of the Turkey the country or Turkey the turkey. It's hard. It's hard
tough.
to determine.
It's tough out there, and I love it. I love it so much for us.
Oh, they're not the Christian group, the Barlow Girls?
No, sorry.
Oh, then I don't care.
Different.
I think, you were very, very shocked.
I was very shocked.
It actually does me some good because I know the Christian group, the Barlow Girls, and I'm sorry. All due respect to that group. Lin-Manuel wrote the soundtrack to the first Moana.
I can see that. No, Anna Grace Barlow, I was like, oh no, like the Barlow sisters.
I'm excited about Moana too, but Aaron, let's talk briefly because we've got the time. We're not up against it. Are you more excited or nervous for Moana 2? Because I'm more nervous for Moana 2 than I am excited.
I'm excited for the music. Soundtrack does come out yesterday.
I'm not going to listen to the soundtrack before I see the movie.
When does it come out? The movie? I think
it comes out next week.
I thought for some reason it was closer to Christmas.
No, it's
Thanksgiving
week.
It's Moana 2, Gladiator 2, Wicked. People are calling it the 4-quadrant box office triumvirate Holy Trinity.
We need to work on the name of it, but I like it.
That's what
people are calling it.
The Holy Trinity of the box office. They're like, this is going to hit all 4 quadrants. That's what they're calling it.
Yeah. Plot-wise, I am nervous.
So the first one was done at the main Disney animated studios, and Lin-Manuel did the soundtrack. And the second one, the animators in California didn't even know it was happening. They do it up in the Pacific Northwest or Canada. They keep it a secret, and they're like, surprise, coming out this year. And it's not Lin-Manuel. I'm just very worried. I'm very worried.
I wonder why Lin-Manuel didn't do it.
He was working on Mufasa with Barry Jenkins.
Yeah, he's busy.
He's doing and he did Warriors.
Literally never stopped him before.
Never.
He does everything.
Also,
well, he's getting older. Maybe he can only handle like 5 projects at once.
Time. But Moana is, from what I understand, the #1 stream thing on Disney Plus since Disney Plus's launch, which is crazy to me to think about. But second of all, it seems like they're trying to capitalize on that and make a quick. It feels like a sequel to Jaws. Like they just put it out real quick, didn't need the originals, and I'm just worried because I love Moana.
Is it screened yet?
I don't see any reviews up yet.
The premiere is today.
Okay. So we'll know something tomorrow, because you'll get the out of screener reactions, which you don't trust.
The premiere is today in Hawaii.
So that's like 8 hours behind.
I don't know.
Tomorrow.
I just know they're in Hawaii and they were talking about the premiere today. So we'll find out. If Brad, if you could calculate that time difference for us, and get back to us. But
yeah, I'll work on it.
We'll hear some reviews. So I'm excited but nervous.
It's a Wednesday release. Is that what's happening? Wednesday Thanksgiving.
It's probably a Wednesday release. Yes, they're getting out of the way of Gladiator 2 and
interesting.
Wicked. Yeah. What do you think, Patrick? Do you care about Moana at all?
No, I've seen it, and I don't remember it very well. I think there might be a bird that talks.
There's a bird.
Well, he can become Maui. Can become a bird.
No, there's a bird. There's Hey.
Hey doesn't talk. Hey doesn't talk.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey.
Come on, guys.
Well, yeah, that bird's funny. That bird's funny.
It's funny.
You guys, I'm still in Frozen. I'm still in Frozen over here.
Now give me Moana over Frozen all day long.
Oh, are you familiar with The Wicked?
Wicked, I saw it like maybe a couple of years ago and hated it. I hated it.
Wow.
Because it was hyped my whole life.
Sure.
And then I'm going and I'm like, guys, this is it. Like this,
the
Wizard of Oz.
I don't know
the Wizard of Oz remix.
I know nothing about Wicked aside from the basic premise of Wicked, and I am trying to become interested in a 2-hour and 40-minute part 1, and I'm finding myself struggling to get hype.
I was just talking
about care.
I was just talking about my brother because he was like, I'm thinking about seeing Gladiator, and then I was gonna also see. This is my brother talking. I was also gonna see Wicked right
That's
after it. That's
6.5
a full-time job.
hours.
That's a full-time job.
That with trailer,
Yeah.
with 50 minutes of trailers, that is
Those are
5
two long
hours and
boys.
50 minutes. You are 6 hours at the movie theater.
That's a long day.
That's not a double feature. That's a triple feature.
It's a triple feature.
And I just, I feel like I need to see it, cultural zeitgeist and whatnot. I just don't care, and I'm trying. But Gladiator 2 looks terrible, and am I going tonight? Probably.
Is Wicked a movie we should see in the theater, or can I wait until that's
It's
streaming?
in 3D. Like, it's made to be this massive theatrical thing.
Ooh.
And
So
it,
like
with
3D.
trailers, it's over 3 hours.
I'm not seeing it in 3D, but yeah, I'll see it in theaters.
Yeah. You going to see Wicked in theaters?
I think it'll be good. It'll be good to see, you
It's
know,
so
like
far down the list for me.
but if you aren't like a 10-year-old girl and like when Wicked came out, you're probably not going to be like the fan, whatever. You know.
Also, John Chu, who directed it, he did In the Heights, which is one of the more underrated movie musical adaptations of the last 20 years.
I do like In the Heights.
It's amazing. It's so good.
I did like that one as well.
And so I feel like I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but this movie is doing absolutely nothing for me.
What if on that day that we were going to record, but we're no longer recording, I go and do
The double
Wicked
feature?
and Gladiator and make it my full-time job?
I think you can do it.
Have fun.
You
out
know
there.
what? I'm I don't know. I'm excited about the trailer worked for me. It was like, I
The
was
trailer
excited.
worked for me the first time. The 38th
I mean, I've
time,
seen it a million
I
times at
felt
this
like
point,
it.
but
I was so. It worked for me on a base trailer level, but not on like a. This makes me interested in seeing the movie. Like it was like, if you like this will work for you.
Well,
Should we talk about Plumhill?
I will
Manor?
just say, I know it's down on your list, but it's about to be Wicked, Gladiator, Red One, Moana, and that's about it in our local theater.
Well,
so
those three, even Red One, which is getting terrible reviews, I would have above Wicked on my list. I just, I don't care.
But I think you'll get. What I'm saying is, I think you'll get to it.
I'll probably get to
it
it based upon the fact the process of elimination. Yeah.
Oh, hi. Let's talk about the Plumhill Manor,
Welcome to
shall we?
Thanksgiving movie talk with the boys. And Aaron.
Right? I mean, you got to talk about the Thanksgiving movies, but we got to talk about the Christmas movies because, unlike you guys, I don't leave my house during
Yeah, I was going to
the
ask
Christmas
you.
movie season.
Before we started recording, you were talking about how you're so busy, you're working every single day, but you're also updating LifetimeOnCourt.com every single day. You're reviewing not just Lifetime movies during the holiday season, but the Hallmarks and the Netflixes and all of it.
Oh, yeah.
And
I put in the work.
Have the honor and the privilege of being able to watch these movies during the day for our job, but you have to. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So my schedule is, I go to work at the Arts Barn is what it's called. I work like
Shout
a normal 8 to 4. At Only Theater, I work. Oh, my stalker's really getting all the good info this time. But at the Only Theater, I usually work in the evenings. So I'm either watching these like super early in the morning, like 8 a.m., or I'm watching them like way late, like 10 p.m. So it's catching me on like a mood. Like I'm not always like in the best spirit
That's
of
what I was
Christmas.
going to say. Have you had a moment? Have you had the moment yet where you should watch one, but you just don't have it in you, and you just say, I don't want to do it right now?
Oh yeah, and then I'll watch like a murder show or like
Of course.
ER, something like really like just
ER.
like ER is a good one to like decompress for me. I don't know why.
How are you handling Thanksgiving week? How are you going to handle the ambush there?
Yeah, because I usually am off like with the college schedule. Like this would be off, but now I'm like double, like a matinee and an evening performance.
Oh, no.
So I don't know how it's gonna work. We'll see. Maybe I'll be watching like in the like box office like little pieces.
You can have my synopsis for some of them. You just tag me in, and
All right, I'll take your notes.
This is a fun little thing we can do. We get we're getting some screeners now, and we obviously can't review the movie till it comes out. But I've seen people do out of watching reactions, which we won't do either. But I will say this: we've got screeners for most of the movies next week, Patrick, and one of them is going to receive one Hallmark Christmas movie that's going to be released next week is going to receive a rave review from me.
Wow.
So there's a teaser for people.
How about that teaser?
I'll let you try to figure out which one, but one of them is really, really good. So there's that.
Well, that's great because I haven't seen one yet that I've been like,
Me either.
wow.
It's been a down year, but there's one coming out in the next 10 days from today that is definitely a big thumbs up for me.
And we'll let you finish that review next week. See what I did
That's
there?
right. And be wiser in the process. And maybe you'll score a touchdown. Maybe you'll go on a quest.
Maybe you'll head back to the night. Maybe you'll give it a perfect like 90s
sheen. And you can have
Like you
it
could-
and holiday it.
Wow. These are a lot of clues. These are a lot of clues. And you know what's funny? There's a lot of clues in Christmas at Plumhill Manor, too.
Let's talk about it.
What is it, 9:30 already?
I got to be honest. We will probably still be
15
done
minutes.
around the 30-minute mark.
Right,
Let's talk
yeah.
Plumhill Manor. Maria Menounos, you know her from the pre-show at the theaters. We'll see her a lot.
Yeah, we do.
Over Thanksgiving
Yeah.
week.
Movie.
You also know her from the gas station. The screens that are on the gas station.
Love her
I mean,
there.
you might see her at your gas station. I don't know. Everyone has to get gas. That's the great, leveler.
Equalizer?
Yes.
Pretty sure. I'm
That's
pretty
right.
sure all
great
gas
level.
stations have
Great
TVs.
level.
Yeah.
Yes. Everybody.
true.
Death, taxes, and you gotta get gas.
Not once you have
sometimes.
an EV, you don't.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
That's right.
She probably has an EV,
Probably has an EV.
so you probably won't see her at the gas
It's a
station.
great leveler.
Take it away, Patrick.
All right. So we have, of course, Maria Menounos, our favorite person who isn't known to be an actress. She is playing a businesswoman in this movie.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, Dan, if you are picturing Maria Menounos in any scene, just know that her business attire is popping.
Is it
She's
smart?
got
Is it a smart business suit?
she's trendy. She's got the wide leg suit. The
Okay.
wide leg.
You
Okay.
wanna know
High
what-
waist.
High-waisted, wide leg. Got it.
You want to know
Yeah.
my biggest takeaway from Maria Menounos, whether she's in her business attire or is in her,
Leveler.
manor attire, is
Mm.
some amazing hair. Maria Menounos' hair is incredible.
In the
this
movies, she
movie.
always looks great. Hair's on
the
point.
hair is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had that hair. I started taking hair pills now, guys, because this is like my
What kind of
hairline
hair
keeps
pills you
moving
take?
back
Well,
and
hold
back.
on.
Patrick.
Is it Nutrafol?
Because if it's not, you can't talk about it.
Oh yeah, I take the sponsored one,
Thank
and and yeah, it's crazy, you guys. I don't know if it's working, but we'll see.
Well, I mean,
But-
so are you saying that Maria Menounos is taking Nutrafol?
She's got to be. Her
That's
hair
the
is
only
so luscious.
explanation.
So thick.
Yeah.
So
She must be
so
taking
well.
Nutrafol.
It's so
well
thick,
clocked.
but it's
It
so
works
thick,
for
but it
like
also
80.
looks so light.
That's
It looks like I don't know how to explain it.
And it's a formula just for women.
It's just for women, and it's they did
it's
all
what
it's
is like
formula.
88% success rate.
Yeah,
It's
100%
unbelievable.
success
And
rate
it's-
for her.
I believe it
Dermatologist
because
recommended. It's
not
unbelievable.
only men are worried about hair loss.
That's right.
Women also struggle with that. They do a lot to their hair that makes the hair come out, like blow
Yeah.
drying it.
Yeah, like
and
blow drying.
brush it,
You got
brushing it.
Does blow drying your hair
Cur-
make your hair come out? Is that?
I mean,
is that?
you're
Is there
putting
any science
you're
behind
putting
that?
heat on
Yeah.
something. I
Yeah,
imagine
flat
the heat
flat
breaks it.
ironing.
Aaron looks shocked over
curling.
there.
I mean, I'm trying to find a
Showering.
better way to describe it than Patrick is describing it. Yes, when I blow dry my hair, some hair does
Yeah.
come out, but
Okay.
it's like the hair that falls out during the day anyway. Like,
Yeah, it's just residual.
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
like
like
a
straightening and
straightener
stuff,
does damage it.
Overusing the straightener can damage the hair. Yes.
You said it.
Tia Horn
Yeah.
says sorry for blasting your last name out there.
Tia,
Heat really
what's
damages
her
your
driver's
hair.
license number
It
and
does.
social?
You guys,
People
I
are
don't know if
saying
you know this about me, but I lived in a sorority house in college. So I saw that hair damage, and I
Did
said,
you
one
really?
day,
How have we not
one
heard
day.
You didn't live in
Wait.
a sorority house in college. This is a classic.
Absolutely did.
What
Kappa
was-
Gamma Delta.
Kappa Gamma Delta. Shout out.
I was the Kappa Gamma Delta sweetheart. Okay, they pick one boy every year, and I was the one for one of the years.
Are you
that I was in
serious?
college.
What college
yeah.
is this?
Frostburg State.
Frostburg State.
Oh,
This
you
is
know,
a Christmas movie. You're describing a Christmas movie. They do
Oh,
a sorority at Frostburg State, picks one
Sweetheart
dude
of the year.
to be a sweetheart of the year or whatever
You're right,
it is.
You're right.
This is like you're describing a Christmas movie.
Okay, well, I don't know if we really did Christmas.
Well, and
were
Hallmark,
more,
this
we're
would
more
be a
doing
great,
keg stands.
like same-sex couple Christmas movie where Hallmark, you're listening since you didn't have any lead couples. Like this
True.
sorority helps this guy and the guy that he's into get together, and it's at Frostburg State. Come on.
Yeah.
It's Christmas movie.
Perfect.
There
That's
was, in talking with Patrick, there was some snow at this time, but a different type of snow. You know what I'm talking about, Patrick? You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
All right. Can we
I don't
have talking about this movie anymore?
Maria Menounos is a businesswoman who has great hair. We got sidetracked by the hair, you guys.
Yeah, we did.
She's the gem of her company. Everyone's applauding her everywhere she goes. But she doesn't even have a desktop computer in her office. She has a laptop.
Lame.
Come on. She must be on the go all the time. Her business endeavors are something to do with real estate, I think. It's not clear. Doesn't really matter.
I don't know what she does, but she's good at it.
She's good.
So good.
Maria Menounos, she feels lonely at the holidays. She's getting Christmas cards from all her friends, and she's like, "Oh, they're all having little cute Christmas cards, and I'm just a successful business." Oh yeah. What just happened?
That is, we're gonna play. I know we're up against it. I'm gonna play it once more, Patrick. Okay. This is a line of dialogue that is not supposed to be a song. Are you ready? It's not supposed to be a song. Hit it.
Got it.
That is a woman telling her husband that they're estranged, that she is lonely. She is not singing there.
Wow, that is. It is so moving that I feel that in my heart.
Patrick laugh. I'm glad you'll love it.
Yeah, I'm hard to break. Okay, so she's very lonely. And just play it one more time. Oh, that's good. That's good.
That's good.
A butler kind of materializes out of nowhere from Maria Menounos, and he says, "Hey, your long lost aunt has given you this mission. You have a surprise inheritance, and you have to move in immediately. You have to stay there for 7 days. Here's a bottle of wine from the vineyard that's there. Drink it, think it over, and decide what you want to do." Which she does. She gets another great outfit, pours some wine, inspects the wine bottle, and inside the wine bottle is a letter.
Oh, message in a bottle.
Literally.
Message in a bottle.
And this is our first mystery. It says something that I didn't write down, but it's like a riddle or
come across the pond. You'll have a good time. Don't delay, or you'll be mine. Something like that.
Don't delay, or you will be mine. Are they going to kill her?
Yes.
Okay.
And she drinks the wine. She's like, "I love a good red. I'm in." And she goes abroad all of a sudden.
It's nakedwines.com/deck the hallmark.
She was drinking a bottle from Naked Wine, yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you? Yeah. I mean, it's naked.
6 bottles of wine for $39.
Did you hear about this one? Did you hear about this
one? I'm not making that up. We're not trying to do an ad here. I ordered it myself. Didn't know that was the promo when we did the copy.
$100 off.
6 bottles of wine for $39 with free shipping. There was no catch.
Nakedwines.com.
Okay.
/deck the hallmark. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, this sounds perfect for my Lifetime movie viewing, because you need the wine. They always drink the wine.
We'll give you a cut.
It's power of what's it called? Suggestion.
Yeah,
power of suggestion. So there's this crazy chauffeur that picks her up that has a Scottish brogue, right, Bram? Like, this was not a European or a British accent.
Yeah, no, he's Scottish.
It's a she.
She's Scottish.
Or maybe they're non-binary.
They are Scottish.
I picked up on Scottish.
Yeah, I'm like, where are we? I thought we were going to London, but all of a sudden we're in Scotland, and everybody's talking with the little dog in Lady and the Tramp, that little black dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, showing Maria Menounos around the house and whatever. The house is, of course, like dilapidated and whatever. Oh wait, does that even happen? No, I made that up. We go to an English pub first. There's a handsome stranger. Okay, there we go. The handsome stranger takes her to the house.
Yes.
And the handsome stranger lives at the house.
Lives on the house, on top of it, right on top of that roof.
He lives like in he like makes cider in the back, plum cider, Plumhill. They make plums.
Yes,
big
big into the cider, and he's big into just being. He's mean. He's mean for no reason.
He hates Maria Menounos. He tells her hair sucks.
Yeah. See, he says, I hope that you don't have an EV, so you have to go to the gas station, hear your own voice.
The great leveler.
Yeah, he gives her a flat iron for Christmas.
Oh, you wouldn't.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like, just flatten that mane out. I mean, it really is like, if you think about flat ironing just for 1 second, like flat ironing trend was so weird. Like everyone flat ironed their hair. I flat ironed my hair. I had like a lot more hair.
Didn't happen.
But I really did, and I flat ironed my hair, and like I was like, oh, this looks so good. Like, why were we doing that in like the 2000s, early 2000s?
I don't know. Were you doing that in the early 2000s?
I have flat ironed my hair twice.
I didn't know what a flat iron was,
but it was for kicks and
the
giggles. It wasn't
years.
for like this is really going to be my style.
That was at Christmas Con, Kansas City.
I did it there. Yeah, I have big hair, and then you flatten it down, and that's fun.
Right, it's fun and like it's really flat, like no volume.
That's the key.
Just
really
flat hair.
That's
so
right.
Strange.
That's right. Maria Menounos, all volume, no
volume.
flats.
Volume for days.
Yep. So Maria Menounos takes a bath while she's in the bath.
She does.
Okay.
Sorry, that was a weird. I realized that
I was first of all like, oh, she takes a bath. This is a part of this movie. Interested, and then your reaction was
I was
very excited.
I know, but I was excited because
it was borderline Leah Thompson excited.
No, it's a
she does. She takes that bath. You know what I'm saying?
It's a part of it. It's a part of the thing.
It's a part of it.
That she like. I don't know why she had the idea. I don't remember why she had the idea to put the paper in the water. Do you remember why?
Yeah.
Why'd she do it?
I think she did it because she was in a bath.
Yeah, it's a secret message. There's a secret message, and she realizes that if she puts this paper in the water, it'll reveal itself.
So more clues happen. I don't care about the clues, but the guy from the bar, his name's Alfie, he suddenly cares because he believes the manor should be like left to the town and someone who like respects the history. So he's gonna start helping her figure out these clues because they might lead to like a deed or something like that, right?
I think what's going on here, Dan, and then we'll take a break. What's going on here is we have a manor.
Forgot we were recording, to be honest with you.
The manor's nothing spectacular, okay? And so he wants to keep it, but there's no real reason to keep it. And there are people that are interested in selling it or in buying it. Now, these clues make it seem like it's going to lead to something that'll make keeping this house worthwhile.
Keeping the house worthwhile.
That's right, exactly right. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll see what that thing is.
I'm on pins and needles over here.
You're right. Take the
hallmark.
What is going to make this house worthwhile?
It is your boy, Ronnie Rowe.
Let's find out.
Let's find out. So we have a couple things happen. Like they get locked in a room together, and like are like, oh no, we're locked in the room. Are we falling in love? You know, they decorate for Christmas, and they're like, are we falling in love? They're really not. They're really not falling in love. Alfie opens up about he worked at a job in London, and he knows what it's like to be Maria Menounos and have great hair and be a businesswoman. So, but he left that life behind. Okay.
Yes.
He left that life behind. He's happy to leave the grind. He wants to just make his cider, live in the small town, and he's like, Maria Menounos, you should do the same thing and just stay here.
But she, she's always business. She tastes the wine, and she's like, this is amazing. Everyone should know about this wine.
Mm-hmm. And her boss is calling. He's like, I tracked your phone, and I know you're doing a secret project abroad and getting that real estate. And she's like, I'm not. I'm just here because of a lawyer thing. And whatever. And he's like, you can't trick me. So he like starts working on the side to get like bidders and like people like for whatever the secret project is. He's like really ready to do the business.
That's right.
Okay.
Everybody always sees business opportunities all the time, everywhere.
Yeah, and there's also a hot coworker who keeps calling her, but nothing comes of that. I was really disappointed. I think the hot coworker's name is Daniel.
Yeah, well, I mean, it had to be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it never mind. I'm not going there.
Now, are we at the point where they go to the church?
Sure,
because it's really
the
only scene that matters in this movie.
Oh boy,
you can see it on Lifetime Uncorked Instagram.
Oh, did you post it? Oh, it's so good.
It's so good.
Okay, so they go to church, and one of the handbell people called out sick. They can't make
he did post this on the Instagram.
So Maria Menounos, you got to come and play the handbell. Don't worry, it's only one note. And so,
and don't forget, the chorus member who called out for being sick had a rash.
That's right.
Oh boy.
I'm just saying, like, put some, hydrocortisone on that and power through. Be a professional.
Rub some dirt on that rash.
It
can't hurt.
Right.
It can't hurt it. I don't know if I should be mad at that yet.
Yeah.
So
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
So she is waiting, and her face while she's waiting is so funny to me. It is just like it's so funny, this entire scene. And then it gets to her point where she has to ring the bell, and she launches.
She flings the bell.
The bell. Slow motion. Bang, bang.
So great.
Bang. And then everybody cheers and stands up and cheers.
Did you ever have to play the handbells?
No, I never got to play the handbells.
I had to play them in church.
You had the gloves?
I had the gloves.
You probably really liked the gloves, didn't you, little weirdo?
I wish I liked the gloves.
You had a thing for gloves?
I had a super big thing for gloves. You caught me.
So, if she was wearing gloves in this movie, you would have gotten nuts.
Oh, I'd have watched the whole thing.
She was using these bells gloveless, first of all.
What are you doing?
And that might be why she dropped it.
Yeah.
They're slippery. Well, and the handles are rubber. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I don't think they were using regulation handbells, first of all.
Okay. It looked very floppy, and the whole scene is like giving.
It didn't look like a real handbell to me, in my expertise of high school church.
I was wondering.
Yeah.
Now, the one thing that bothered me about this particular scene, and I don't know if it bothered you, Patrick, but what happens when you slow a video down? What happens to the sound?
It becomes distorted. It becomes
and
warbled,
deeper, and it affects it. This slow motion bell stayed on pitch for what the bell should sound like.
Interesting.
And that bothered me for some reason.
I mean, that's a tough spot to be in as an editor because you either have to do the thing.
I would have liked it to. They should have played it funnier.
Like really,
I would have played it funnier.
That would make the most sense.
Yes, but they kept it on as the right pitch, which bothered me. Yes, Beth, Dan does have a glove kink.
I can't believe we're doing this right now. I told you to keep it private.
It's a very funny scene, and I would recommend
going
going to Lifetime Uncorked social media and checking that out.
It truly is all you need to see in this movie.
It is the only thing you have to see in this movie, especially especially when you find out what the clues are leading to in this house.
Can't wait.
Right.
Can't wait to hear.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, if you can find a pull clip from a movie, that's a win.
It's a win.
That's a win, right? So, yes, this is very like old school Hallmark. They like do a baking scene. Yep. There's the whole like thing with the what are the random things that they do? Oh, they pet a lamb. They befriend a little girl.
Your classic Hallmark tropes. Your baking scene. Your meeting a little girl, you're petting a lamb.
All the things that you check the boxes off in a Christmas movie.
Those are the type of things you can find in Christmas movie magic available right now.
I played the petting a lamb card last night. Won the game for me.
I will say, a lot of these cards, sometimes you're like, am I going to get to play this? Am I going to get to play this? Never discard the petting a lamb card because it will come back to bite you.
Yeah.
And so Christmas movie magic available right now, deckthehallmark.com/game.
There you go. There you go. They kiss, and it is implied that they have a little sexy time because
It is implied.
When they wake up the next morning, he's making the full English breakfast with the blood sausage and all that.
It is as implied as the sexy movie was last year in Lifetime.
Yep. Yes, it really was.
But Maria Nonos isn't going out there being like... Maria Nonos.
Maria Nonos.
She wasn't going out there and going on Access Hollywood being like, Lifetime's getting hot and heavy. Because she knew that'd be a lie.
She knows it.
She knows it. It's the great level.
So the boss shows up. You know, it's time to wreck this relationship. Take a wrecking ball to it. The boss. Yep. Miley's there. They are like, oh hey, here's a buyer for the development you've been developing, and Alfie, the guy, is pissed. He's like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
Dude.
He finds the blueprints and he opens them up, and they're blue. They're blue. They're on blue paper.
Oh my gosh.
It's the funniest thing.
He's having a very dramatic moment holding this blue paper.
How do you explain this, Marina Nonos?
Yeah, and there's like Post-its on it. I mean, it's a bad blueprint.
Oh my goodness.
Look how mad he looks in that picture. He's so
mad. And Maria Menounos is like, oh, it's all a misunderstanding, but isn't it a good design that I drew?
It's a great design.
And we finally get to the mystery. It's time to solve this thing.
Yeah, it is.
You know, before we repair the relationship, Maria Menounos finds a key inside a Christmas ornament.
Yeah.
Don't ask.
Classic.
Splits open like an Easter egg. And she goes downstairs. She opens up a room, and in the room next to the wine cellar is an underground portal to a castle or something. It has something called a Norman arch.
That's right.
A Norman arch, man.
That's the thing. That's the thing. The Norman arch is the big deal here.
I saw it coming a mile away.
Yeah.
When you started talking about the volume of her hair, I was like, this is a Norman arch movie.
This is another part of this movie that I love, is there were these two people that are interested in buying the place, and she brings them down to the estate, shows them the Norman arch, and they're like, we're doubling it. We'll name your price. And she's like,
price for the Norman arch.
It's not for sale. So mean to bring them back down there to show them the Norman arch in person just to say, not for you.
No, not this Norman arch. Not now.
They really want that Norman arch, which is a semicircular arch. The chief characteristic of the Norman arch is a semicircular arch, often combined with a massive cylindrical pillars.
And you wrote that.
Yeah, you did.
I wrote that on my blog, lifetimeoncourt.com. I just copied it from Wikipedia.
No,
just
you
stole it straight from Wikipedia. How dare you?
No, I cite my sources. Of course I do.
Yeah.
No, I can't even cite my own brain or remember what I literally just wrote.
Cite my own brain. You know, the thing is, you don't have to, Patrick. That's the thing, is it's yours.
Well, great. I'm covered then. Legally, I'm covered.
You are covered from your own brain. Yes.
So Alfie and Maria Menounos apologize. They decide to open up Plumhill Manor as a museum /
We did it.
Oh, we're not done. We throw all the holiday parties, and the first one starts immediately. Everyone dresses up, and Maria Menounos looks amazing. She signs the contracts, and Alfie gives her a fancy pen to sign the contracts with for Christmas, not a flat iron.
Wow.
And then one more thing happens.
This movie won't end.
This is the experience that I had watching
one.
the movie. I'm like, this is the end, right? No. The following year, Maria Menounos sends a Christmas card to her boss. Her boss is at work in the office with no desktop computer, and it's her with Alfie and the lamb that she petted. The little girl's nowhere to be found. Her hair looks great in the picture, and the man is wearing a sheep skin, like a sheep jacket on the inside. You know, the jacket that has
got the wool on the inside. Yeah.
I think that's inappropriate when you're holding a lamb to wear the mother at the same time.
Do you think it's real lamb or it's faux lamb?
It's real.
Well, I don't
mean,
think the
we're
freaking, I don't think the lamb knows that.
Yeah,
The lamb-
the lamb clocks it, and they're
The
like,
lamb sees that. Faux or no?
Yeah, the lamb's not into it.
Faux or
Okay.
no, it's rude and inconsiderate at the very least. They've lost
A-
a lot of good brothers.
absolutely.
They've lost their brothers and their
They have.
sisters.
Yes, yes.
Mothers and
okay,
their- mothers and their daughters.
And that is
be
the
good to
end
your daughters.
of
Don't let them get slain for Target.
Mother, be good to your daughters. Daughters will like you do.
Wow. That's
Lambs
amazing.
Sheep.
sheep. Which
Turn
turn?
Okay,
into
okay, okay.
Sweatshirts.
Okay. Okay, Lamb Mayor, please.
I'm putting
please,
a cork in it.
Okay, great.
I
Dan, what?
loathe this movie.
Okay.
I am
Okay.
pouring up this episode as my new favorite Deck the Lifetime Uncorked episode. Why? A lot of things happen here. Very little of which had to do with the movie. We didn't have to hem and haw about the interworkings of the plot of this film. We talked more about Maria Menounos' hair. We had a lot of fun movie talk at the beginning. We had some fun bits, some fun jokes.
Your kink was exposed.
The glove kink. I'm fine. Just great that it's out there now. Whew, been high with that for a long time. Patrick got to experience I'm Lonely for the first time. There's a lot to love here. There's nothing to love about this movie. Maria Nonos or not, we're gonna put a cork right in it.
Patrick.
Right. Well, what did I say on my blog? I should stick to this after you guys called me out last time for
Follow your
not
heart
saying-
with this one. I think it'll lead you to the right place.
That's right.
I put a cork in it on my blog. 1 Christmas tree, 1 glass of wine, enjoyment level. And I would say that coming out of the gate, I was hopeful for Maria Menounos, and I still think she's great. But I think this movie was so boring, and nothing happened. It wasn't really Christmassy at all, and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, this movie's a turd. But tonight, I believe it's tonight that the next movie is Christmas in the Spotlight. Is that right?
Having a real
Christmas
good
at
time.
the Spotlight. The
Yes.
definitely not Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce love story.
For sure
Don't-
not.
No,
And they're
It's a
putting it
different
out
pop star.
before Holiday Touchdown.
That's
So
right.
look at them. They're doing it. I
Wow,
love it.
they really scooped him on that one, that Lifetime. But yeah, we'll see how that goes.
We sure will.
We sure will.
Join us, will you? Join us
That's
next Saturday. Patrick, you'll be back, and we'll talk about that movie. And then join us tomorrow for another episode of Deck the Hallmark, and another week begins.
Yeah.
It
We're here.
never stopping. We'll be here when you
Yeah.
need us.
That's
We're
right.
here when you need us. Until then, may we be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmark's a Bramble Jam podcast is produced by Aaron Shea. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on the Deck the Hallmark family, you can go to bramblejamplus.com. Deck the Hallmark is presented by Philo TV. For a free trial of Philo, go to philo.tv/DTH.